As we move towards the close of 2021, we have seen many altcoins explode in value with absolutely parabolic growth over the course of the year. Projects like Cardano, Solana, Binance Token, Avalanche, and others pumping between 500 and 3,000% so far during 2021. And as we close out the year, I'm always looking for the next altcoin that can deliver us a nice return on our investment. So in this video, I want to give you my list of what I think will be the top 7 cryptocurrencies at the end of 2022. I put my list in order and we'll start with number 7 and end with what I think will be the number 1 cryptocurrency at the end of next year. We'll also discuss why one popular crypto currently inside the top 5 was left off of the list. I will say it was really difficult to limit myself to only 7 selections. I have removed stablecoins from consideration, and of course, if your favorite coin doesn't make the list, let me know in the comments section below. But if you are going to add to the list, it does remain a top 7. So please also let me know what cryptocurrency you'll be removing. I have added timestamps in the description box below to help you navigate this video. As you're scrolling down there, you may want to do the easiest thing you've done all day and hit that like button. We're not here to waste any time, so let's get started right now. All right. My name is Jason. The channel is a chain of blocks. Let's get right into it. And we'll start, like I said, with number 7 on the list, and that is Cosmos and their native coin, which is called Atom. And for those of you who saw my last video on what I think could end up being the next Solana, as far as breakout potential, it is Atom. The capabilities of this blockchain, along with how mature it is as far as cross-chain interoperability, when you couple that with the current market cap compared to some of the other cryptos like Solana and Cardano or even PolkaDot, we could easily see Cosmos 5x in the coming months. I'll leave a link below where you can watch the video where I break down the technology behind Cosmos, but they are poised to become the internet of blockchains, with a very exciting future ahead. We may have just experienced the Solana summer, but the Atom autumn may not be far behind. Let's keep it moving along with the next selection, number 6 on the list, which is BNB or the Binance Token. Now, there is no doubt that if I did this video last year, having BNB on the list would have been a no-brainer. Binance Token was trading around $31 in September of 2020 and is now currently over $400. However, I think we are just getting started with what we are seeing with Binance. We have to remember this is still a fairly new company. They are already the number 1 centralized cryptocurrency exchange in the world and have the second most utilized DeFi exchange globally. And with all that being said, I think the growth that we will experience in 2022 will dwarf it all. One of the most promising things that I'm seeing from Binance is their willingness and proactive attempts to not only comply with all the regulations, but also work as a leader for what crypto regulations should look like worldwide. They're also positioning themselves for an IPO in 2022. Binance remains not only a leader in crypto, but also a leader in global finance. Keep it moving here. Next up happens to be number 5 on my list, and that is Chainlink. And currently Chainlink, or Link, is the number 13 cryptocurrency by market cap. But I do think that it is severely undervalued. If you listen to this channel, you know that I preach about interoperability. And as these blockchains evolve and have more applications running on them, they will also begin to start communicating with one another. In the same way that our modern internet is a combination of servers and databases interacting with one another, we will soon get to a point where instead it's blockchains that are doing the interacting, replacing and eliminating the need for databases. With that being said, Chainlink is the link between blockchains and real-time information from the outside world. Chainlink and the capabilities of decentralized oracles gives the abilities to make smart contracts much smarter. There are other oracles out there, but Link is by far the most advanced with integrations and partnerships with virtually every major blockchain project. The hottest buzzword in crypto today has to be Solana, and it comes in at number 4 on my list. Solana's meteoric rise from under $2 to over $200 in the span of 10 months is nothing short of remarkable. But this is not just some pump and dump or fly-by-night project. Their technology is real and different than some of the other major players. Their blockchain is based on the consensus algorithm proof of history, or POH, which is their method for verifying order and passage of time between events. Proof of stake is also used for voting and selecting the next proof of history generator node, and for punishing any validators that act against the interest of the network. Although Solana has seemingly come out of nowhere, they're also not going anywhere, as they are quickly starting to draw the attention and financial interest from some major institutional investors. Number 3 on the list, probably one of my favorite crypto projects out there. I've personally been following and talking about PolkaDot for a long time now, and if this video is a top crypto list for 2025, they may actually be in the number 1 spot. Right now, we are in this era where we're just waiting to see which proof of stake blockchains will be the ones to emerge as the most valuable. I personally like the way that PolkaDot handles the scaling of their network with parachains and parathreads. And sometimes in technology, it's just a good play to hitch your wagon to the smartest guy in the room. And by many accounts, even from the original Ethereum founders team, Gavin Wood is on another level as far as technical development. So as we sit here in mid-September of 2021, with PolkaDot having a market cap of less than half of Cardano, I think that DOT could be in line for a huge surge to the upside. And then there were 2. This isn't your standard cookie cutter list, where Bitcoin is always in the number 1 spot. So on this list, the granddaddy of crypto is actually number 2. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is dead or it's going away. Far from it. I actually think that it is going to grow at a steady pace over 2022 and should exceed a market cap of over $1.5 trillion. I feel we're going to see many, many more Fortune 500 companies go the same route of Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy and adopt the Bitcoin standard for how they govern their company treasuries. However, I do feel that blockchain and distributed ledger technology is not only going to be used for finance. There are going to be an infinite number of use cases that can benefit from proof of stake and smart contract technology. So while I do still feel that Bitcoin as a store of value is unmatched, and that Bitcoin Layer 2 capabilities should begin to advance as well, I do have one other cryptocurrency ahead of it, and that would be the top spot. So if you've stayed with me this far, there are probably 2 cryptocurrencies that you're thinking of, and maybe even wondering how I haven't mentioned either with only 1 spot left. We're actually going to talk about both, but number 1 on my list is Ethereum. Yes, the flippening will happen in 2022. Currently, Ethereum has a market cap of about 386 billion, while Bitcoin has a market cap of 851 billion. But what we've seen from Ethereum as far as staking and support of the network, not only as they begin the merge to eventually becoming proof of stake, but also with the recent London hard fork, the amount of ETH staked for 2.0 makes ETH 2.0 contract the largest holder of ETH on the network. And this is even more impressive when you consider withdrawals for that contract are not yet available. So when you couple that with EIP 1559 and the burning of transaction fees, plus the surging amount of institutional interest that has shifted from Bitcoin to Ethereum, the writing is on the wall that Ethereum will be number 1 and it will happen in 2022. And now, for the one you can't believe I left out. Cardano and ADA. Look, as I said earlier, it was difficult to only pick 7. It's like picking an all-star team. You can put someone on, but you also got to take someone off. With ADA, I kind of get the feeling that it's possible it popped a little bit early based on hype and good marketing from Charles Hoskinson. And the current technology and capabilities of the network don't actually support the price at this time. This is in no way to say that Cardano is bad or ADA will fail. I do think it's too early to know, but we are seeing that less people are building on Cardano, and with the recent Alonzo hard fork and smart contracts now live, we may be getting a glimpse into why less developers are developing on Cardano. Cardano is a UTXO blockchain, and UTXO means unspent transaction outputs. Simply put, it measures transactions that are left unspent after someone completes a transaction. Now, there are a lot of advantages to this method as far as scalability and throughput functionality. However, it also means that Cardano uses a different programming paradigm for decentralized applications compared to account-based blockchains like Ethereum. So Cardano's approach to DApp development is different, and thus it requires a learning curve and a different approach. In addition, we do have smart contracts now, but it won't be until the next phase of Cardano development with Basho where we start to get the enhancements of scalability. For all these reasons, Cardano and ADA don't make my top list for 2022. If your list is different than mine, let me know what your top 7 cryptocurrencies will be at the end of 2022. And until the next time, be safe.